Hey friends, today we're gonna play around with items from the Icon Box. My paid BoxyCharm for September has shipped, which is kind of exciting because that means I'm gonna get a slightly earlier this time around compared to like the previous months where I've been getting it towards the end of the month, which is kind of cray. Also, the PR boxes have shipped, or box, but it has shipped because I got confirmation, so that's really exciting. And let me just dive on in and play around with product. I am going to begin with the Dr. B Labs facial oil. This is a nourishing oil. I have to do this on camera. I was gonna do it short, pero life was lifing. Oh, this smells amazing. So I've used this here and there during the past week and like a day or something like that, specifically to hydrate the skin, because girl, if you want to smooth out those wrinkles, you need to hydrate the skin. It gets all wrinkly and like encogido because it's dehydrated. The more you hydrate, the smoother it will get. I've seen comments, it's hard to get back to everyone, but FYI, there was a friend of ours here on YouTube. She commented, I want to say she might be like relatively new here on the channel. She's a new mom and she needs help with her under eye. Girly, make sure no matter what, in the morning and at night, you use your ring finger, begin on the inner corner and drag out with a really hydrating under eye cream. The Beauty by Josie is amazing. Definitely helps with the bags under the eye. I learned this dealing with being a mom of a newborn, i.e. Cam. When you're lacking sleep and you're exhausted, water is retained under the eye. And so that's how I would depuff. I would apply my under eye cream, apply a little bit of pressure, begin on the inner corner. I would pull out, but literally out all the way. And it's weird because you could hear the water moving. It was like pulled up there. Give it a few minutes, leave it alone. I promise you, if you're consistent within a day or two, you will notice a difference. I absolutely loved it. And I don't stop doing it. And my under eyes, I mean, I'm 39 and my under eyes look pretty decent. You know what? I'm going to apply a little more aceite. This smells divine, stunning, beautiful. I'm obsessed with the fragrance. So I'm really gonna pack on that oil. I'm gonna go ahead and remove my peach fuzz. In order to prevent cutting yourself, make sure you use it at an angle. Like, I'm not going straight in like this. This is not a piece of chicken we're sawing through. So we angle the blade and glide over the skin. You need something that'll allow your skin to glide easily. And look at all that pelo. I am a little hairy something, but it's not all over the face. It's usually in this area. So I try to remove my peach fuzz at least once a month because that helps. A, with the makeup looking way smoother and like beautiful on the skin because there's no barrier. Hair is going to be a barrier between anything you apply onto your face and your skin. But also when you do your skincare, it goes directly onto the skin versus that barrier being in between. And so your skin absorbs it better. These are the areas you cut, like the contours, you have to be careful. But mira, oh, look at all my hair. I've been doing this for years. I've shared this here on the channel several times before. And those of you who have been with me for a while, please let everyone know I don't have a mustache. Like, no, the hair does not grow back thicker or rougher or anything like that. Y'all see how my skin looks, and I bring you guys typically pretty up close. And the best way to explain why your hair doesn't grow back, kind of weird, is so a dermatologist was speaking on this and was saying how you're not really messing with the root of the hair. You're not touching the follicle, you're literally, it's shaving. So you're literally removing the hair off of the surface of your skin. So essentially, since you're not messing with the follicle, there's no risk of the regrowth coming back crazy. Now, have there been people who get the regrowth and it grows back weird eventually? Yeah, but she said that's more of a hormonal something. So it's gonna depend on your hormones and the person. I have PCOS. And I've been doing this for years. I've never had an issue with hair growing back thicker, faster, longer, furrier. And I literally just do this once a month. I have my hair in a bun. I have a hair mask on it right now. I have to wash my hair, so I have a hair mask ready to go. Okay, see, so this is the one side. All the hair is gone. Look at how fuzzy I am specifically here. That's why I'll remove my peach fuzz. I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest off camera real quick. All right, guys, I just finished removing the peach fuzz and I washed my face. Always wash your face right afterward. It is a normal for your skin to feel dry. When you're removing the peach fuzz, you're also removing the dead layer of skin that you have on the surface. So I kind of also slightly exfoliated any dead skin that I have. Like I had little bits here and down here. So it is recommended that you make sure you really hydrate the skin. But before I go in, I am gonna apply more of the oil. Before I go in, I'm gonna use one of these. I've used one already and it's actually really nice. It's very juicy. So you have to kind of like prepare for that. Don't do this on your bed. I don't know why. I was like, why does it have a fragrance? The first one didn't smell like anything. This doesn't, it's the oil. I still have like oil on my hands and stuff like that. It just smells so freaking good. See how juicy it is? This is not something you want to do on your bed. When I opened mine, we were watching a show and I was like, oh, like I'll just kind of do this 15-20 minutes, and when I get a commercial break, I'll just run and wash my face. Nope, I couldn't do this on my bed. I had to like get up anyway because of, mira. Oh, it's always so freaking cooling. And now that I don't have the peach fuzz, it's even more cooling. Look how cool this is, how it disappears on your face. These are usually too big for me anyway, but you know. So I've kind of pre-fold like this. And we're gonna keep it as such. I can't talk or anything, otherwise it's gonna slide around. I'm gonna wait 15 minutes and then I will be back. Now typically I would remove my peach fuzz, apply a mask. I would do like an overnight repair mask, that kind of thing, to really kind of give my skin some TLC. But we are filming a video and I feel like putting a little something on the skin today. So I am going to go very lightweight with my makeup, at least on the face itself. And so we're going to do this mask and really give it some love. All right, friends, I'm back and it's cold. It's cold. I'm going to take her off. If you haven't tried this yet, the face is going to be juicy. You want to go ahead, blend the rest of what's left onto the skin, and you want to give it a good old second to absorb. If it's too much, like at this point, I admit it's a lot. I always have a towel on my lap, so like a swatch towel. So I would go in and eliminate the extra, porque it's a lot. It really is. Give my skin a second to fully dry down. While that's happening, I'm gonna take my swatch towel and remove product off of the brow. And then I'm gonna move forward and fill in my brow. I usually would use my brow pencil, the Precisely My Brow by Benefit, but given that my face is real juicy right now, I'm gonna go in with a powder. This is the Root Touch Up, but you can use this on the brows as well. This is in Legno by Madison Reed. I've had this forever. I went with the powder because, like I said, since my face is juicy, a powder is going to set any potential hydration and or oils that I have on the brow, because I don't like super shiny brows. I don't like shiny brows at all. All right, so then I look hydrated and glowy, but it's dry. The tack from 1 to 5 is like a 1. I'm gonna apply more hydration. The skin needs love, but because we're already hydrated, I did 2 drops. I'm gonna melt it onto my hands and then press it onto the skin. You don't have to do things the way that I'm doing it, okay? Even as a makeup artist, I always have personal preference on the back of my mind. So if you don't like all this stuff and you want to skip it all, that's fine. But I give you guys my tips and what I do and why I do them and the steps and all of that, because you guys always want to know how it is that my makeup ends up looking so smooth and pretty and wears so well. This is what I need. I'm gonna be filming another video. So I'm like double filming today. I'm gonna play around with the items from my Shein haul. So if you want to see that video, be ready because it's coming up tomorrow. You'll see the eyes, the rest of the face and stuff like that on tomorrow's video. So be ready for that. Something's automatically going in the garbage. If you can guess what it is before even watching the video, then kudos. But yeah, something is automatically going in the trash. And yes, my skin is a little red. Don't worry about it. It's fine. That normally happens when you remove your peach fuzz, which is why I try to do it like on the weekend and at night to give my skin time to like do its thing. And my skin will be okay and will survive this. I've done this before. The face is pretty much on. I want to apply the mascara that I ended up getting. Let me curl my lashes. I do have an update. I did a short with it just to try it. The mascara is really nice. It's not gonna give you a falsy effect. If you have very teeny tiny lashes, I feel like it's gonna give you that depth, and it's also going to emphasize the fact that you actually have lashes. I feel like this mascara is great for everyday makeup and to emphasize what you already have going on, but it's not gonna give you that glam effect. It's nice, as you can see. I stopped at 2. I didn't feel like I even needed to do the half coat. I do like the peanut shape to the wand, and I think it builds up really nicely. It didn't flake off, and it wore very well throughout the entire day, which a lot of times when you're trying new mascaras, you're kind of like concerned because you're like, what if it starts to flake on me or smudge and stuff? But this one pretty much lasted the entire day, and I actually needed to I don't think this is waterproof, but I needed to use my micellar water to really remove it, and I didn't even do that third or the half coat, you know, I just did 2 full-on coats. So I'm going to show you what that looks like, and I think I am going to skip on falsies just for today. This here is going to be your 2 coats. Now, if you're going to go in with like shimmer and like metallics or duochromes, then I highly recommend you go in with falsies, even if they're just accent lashes. But this is what you're going to get with 2 coats. I personally think the mascara is very, very nice. Update on these 2 products. The Get Dreamy, I think it's nice. It smells divine. Have I noticed a difference in a week and a half? No, I haven't. I don't know how long it takes for you to notice a difference. I haven't noticed a difference. Just saying. So I have enjoyed applying it. It smells amazing. I like smelling really, really good. Again, nice. It feels great on the skin, but I haven't seen any improvements when it comes to like body areas tightening. This is beautiful. It really hydrates and plumps up the skin, and my skin has enjoyed it. A little bit is gonna go a very long way. This is extremely emollient. I even have some at the top. I am a mess. I like her. I really, really do. And I think it creates a nice base and kind of prepares my skin for my foundation and everything else. It's very, very hydrating. And then I go like this in the end because I don't want to let it go to waste. And it does hydrate the back of my hands as well. So these 2 are great. If you haven't tried them or if you see them over at shops and stuff like that, I do recommend those. The Elemis Cleansing Balm. We've tried her. We've had her before. It's really good as well. There's nothing super special that I can say about the cleansing balm because it's not new to me. You know what I mean? So it's not like a groundbreaking product, at least for me and my collection. These lip liners, which were really nice and they swatched well. I can't believe they had them in add-ons for like $3.50. I kind of wish that they had really different shades, maybe like a brownie one and a pinky one versus both of these being on the pinky side, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. I think I'm gonna go with, which one is this one? I think I'm gonna go with the much pinkier one, so it'll go with my eyes. Look how creamy this is. The only thing is it doesn't dry down. Like it's going to move. It's not like the lifter ones by Maybelline that you apply them, they're creamy, they're opaque. You can cover the entire lip with them and they're gonna last the entire day. These are not like that, but they are very, very creamy, comfortable, and you can pair with like a liquid lip and you should be okay. If you're like me and have issues with lipstick constantly getting on your teeth, you're not gonna wanna put this all over the lip because it will get all over your teeth. I'm gonna kind of do one of these like that and I'm gonna leave her alone. I wouldn't pay the full price for these. I think they were up there in price too. They were like, oh my gosh, I think they were like 30 bucks a piece, which, or something like that. 20 bucks, 24 bucks. I wouldn't pay the full price for these, but $3.50, yes. I also did get the Patrick Ta palette. I've already done a video trying out the Patrick Ta. Gave you an update on the Elemis, the Mailies, and then the Derm Electives. So it's only fair to give you guys an update on this because I also got it in the box. I know this palette, it's like $70 something. And I stand by what I said in my review. If you're into using shimmers and you feel like you're going to use them consistently, then I think it's worth paying for this palette. However, I would pretty much stick to the mattes. The shimmers are nice, but they don't stay exactly where you place them. You're gonna end up getting shimmers, like little bits of glitter all over the face, and that's just not necessarily my vibe, at least not for every single day. I managed to create a very pretty look. I will link that video below. I did enjoy the palette, but I know that I would not necessarily use this palette every single day. And then also, some of you guys told me, now it has me questioning crap. Some of you guys told me that you had mold in your palette, and now I'm questioning if mine does. I'm going to try to show you this color here. When you look at it like this, it looks fine, right? And when you tilt it, you start to see little spots in it, which the other ones don't have those spots. Then when you go at an angle, it has something. I don't know what that is. Technically, and I know I'm moving, I'm sorry, like I can't just, okay, there we go. Just looking at it, it doesn't look like it has it. And then you turn it at an angle and then you're like, what is that? It's like little fuzzies right at the top. And by the way, I have not touched that shade in particular, so I'm concerned. Do you see what I'm saying? So look, up front, right there, boom. You don't see it really when you're looking at it. Turn it at an angle, you start to see little weird little specks down here at the bottom, like at the bottom, like portion of it. And then as you turn it, you see now at an angle, you can see it more. And then as it goes flatter and flatter, you can see it more. I don't know what in the world that is. I am going to do a little bit of Google research. All the other ones look fine. It's just that one. So worst case, I'm just removing that pan and disinfecting everything. But I wanted to give you guys that as an update. Either way, those are not shades that I would use on a consistent everyday basis. The mattes are beautiful. The formula is nice, but again, I wouldn't pay $70 something knowing that I would not necessarily use that top row. So I want to hear you guys' thoughts. Does that look like mold to you? Because I have seen you guys' comments and I haven't gotten around to looking at it until today. Now, mind you, I've only used the palette once, so vamos a ver. But what? Do you think it's mold? Now, you guys, you know we can't go anywhere without saying hello and thank you to our channel members, the G Squad, an amazing group of people who have joined channel memberships that are supporting the channel at a higher level. If you're ever interested in joining, all you have to do is hit the join button below and you're good to go. If you've made it this far, that means you've watched the entire video and I really, really appreciate you. So thank you. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. You don't have to go anywhere because YouTube is going to recommend 2 videos here on screen they think you're really going to enjoy. So I hope you consider checking those out and I'll see you guys over there.